Flying Brian is back with a tour of the Mecklenburg Wildlife Club's January 2020 IDPA match. Participating in matches like this is a fun and amazing way to hone firearm handling skills, and it's just plain fun. Each month, they cook up a new set of shooting challenges, so you never really know what you're up against until you are on the stage. Let's get started with the tour. Stage 1 looks like this. The shooter is seated in the chair, facing downrange, looking at 5 targets. Your weapon is loaded, but not chambered, lying on the table. At the buzzer, pull the yellow rope, which activates the swinger. Grab your weapon, charge it, and begin engaging targets in tactical order. That is, near to far. Each is to receive 2 rounds to the body. So first is the swinger with 2 rounds. Next, the 2 on the right behind the barrels with 2 rounds each, and then the 2 on the left with 2 rounds each. Then you need to come back and engage each target with a single headshot in any order you choose, all while seated at the table. This stage was unlimited, which means you could shoot as much as you want, but extra shots do add to your time. Let's watch the stage in action. Charge the weapon and engage the swinger with 2 rounds. Now the 2 on the right. Swing left for 2 more. There's a reload. Now the headshots. He chose the swinger first. Headshots for the 2 on the right. And done. Here's another shooter. Now right. Swing left. Reload. Now the headshots. He's doing the swinger first. Now right and another reload. And done. Moving over to stage 2. Starts with a shooter standing behind the barrel facing downrange. Firearm loaded and holstered. At the buzzer, kneel behind the barrel and begin engaging targets around the left or right side of the barrel, shooter's choice, with 2 rounds each. I'll start on the right. All shots must be taken from between these fault lines, and you cannot shoot over the top of the barrel. Slice the pie and engage targets. That is, engage them as they come into view as you peek around the barrel. Since I chose to start on the right, this target is first. Then this one far downrange, this one, and this one. The targets with the hands are non-threats and are not to be shot. Now move to the other side of the barrel and re-engage the 2 left and 2 right targets with 2 rounds each. This stage did not require the re-engagement of that far center target. Again, you need to stay within the fault lines and no shots over the top of the barrel. Now, slicing the pie left to right, this target is first, then this one, a big stretch around the barrel to get this one, and finally this one. Watch. Drop to a knee and engage each target with 2 rounds. Remember, stay within the fault lines and no shots over the top of the barrel. There's a reload. Now scooch over to the other side of the barrel and engage each with 2 rounds, skipping the far center target downrange. And a big stretch around for that last target on the right. Okay, let's watch another shooter from a different angle. There's his reload. And stretch for that last shot. Another reload. Done. Moving over to stage 3, which is laid out like this. The shooter starts sitting on one of the buckets facing downrange. Your weapon is unloaded and placed atop the other bucket. At the buzzer, sweep the white barrel out of the way. Then, grab your weapon, load it, and begin engaging targets. 2 rounds to the body, 1 to the head in tactical order. Again, that means nearest to farthest. Start with this one, which is hiding behind a non-threat. Then this one far left, this one behind the barrel, this one hiding behind this barrel, and this one down here hiding behind another non-threat. Remember, don't shoot the non-threats. You can shoot either seated or standing, shooter's choice. Let's watch this shooter run the stage.
Stand by.
Sweep the barrel out of the way, load your weapon. 2 to the body, 1 to the head. Pivot left. The one hiding behind the barrel. Reload. A few extra shots were squeezed in, which is fine, but it does add time to your score. Here's another shooter.
Yep. Stand by.
Two to the body, 1 to the head. There's his reload. Done. Okay, on to stage 4. Begins with a shooter over here on the far left of the range facing these 2 targets. At the buzzer, draw and engage these 2 immediately in front of you from retention with 2 rounds. Careful not to hit that non-threat also directly in front of you. Move right and peek down the hallway. There are 1, 2, 3 bad guys. Each needs to get 2 rounds. And of course, there's a non-threat in the way, just out of sight to the left. All while not breaking any of these fault lines. Move right and look through the window. There are 3 more bad guys. Here, 1 hiding behind this non-threat, and 1 over here left. Each gets 2 rounds. Almost everyone shot this stage differently. Let's watch. These 2 from retention. This shooter elected to move way back so he could see all remaining targets. The downside was he increased his target distance. There's his reload. Nicely done. And here's how another shooter attacked the stage. Reload. Done. As you can see, quite a bit different, but both work. Moving on to stage 5. This was a simple, straightforward stage. Your first magazine is loaded with 8 rounds only. You start behind the barricade, weapon loaded and holstered. At the buzzer, while remaining behind the barricade, draw and engage targets on the left or right, shooter's choice. I'll go right. Slice the pie, engaging this one first with 4 rounds. Then this one with 4 rounds. Reload and transition to the other side of the barricade. And engage this one with 4 rounds. Finally, this one with 4 rounds. The stage was limited, so no makeup shots permitted. That was it. Sweet and simple. Let's watch this shooter.
Stand by.
4 rounds on each target. Reload. Malfunction. Nice clear. That looked good. Here's another shooter. That looked good too. And now, stage 6. The general layout looked like this. The shooter begins over on the far left. At the buzzer, engage this target downrange behind the non-threat with 2 rounds. Then start transitioning right to engage targets as they come into view, starting with this one with 2 rounds. This one is actually the one you engage first and should already have 2 holes in it, so it can be skipped for now. Continue moving and engage this one with 2 rounds. Now over to the stacked barrels. Peek around to the right and engage this last bad guy hiding behind the non-threat with 2 rounds. Now you need to go back and engage each target with 2 headshots. Since you're already here, you might as well start with this one. 2 to the head. Now back left for this one hiding behind the non-threat. This one and this one. Watch. 2 rounds to the one downrange left. Move right and engage targets as you see them. Over to the barrels. 2 to the body on the target downrange hiding behind the non-threat. Now 2 headshots on each target. There's his reload. Here's another shooter on the stage. Reload. And engage each with 2 headshots. And done. And that is what the January match looked like. The Mecklenburg Wildlife Club holds an IDPA match on the 4th Saturday of each month. I'll post a link in the description if you want to take a look at their site. These matches are open to the public and are an absolutely fun way to hone and improve your firearm skills. And you might even make some new friends. I hope you enjoy the tour, and remember, life is a journey. Enjoy the ride, and thanks for watching.